Hey guys, today I would like to show you something. This is something that it's inspired me a lot lately. This is a book called It Didn't Start With You. And it is about inherited family trauma. And as you know, maybe you actually never thought of that, but the problem is with our psyche is such that if any of you are actually struggling with getting motivated or getting things done or succeeding in your life, stuff like that, the psychotherapy is actually a very powerful thing to do, but not many of us are actually thinking that they actually need it. So the point is, the author of this book, he spent a lot of time, like 20 years, studying different patients who had like anxiety, phobias, on all kind of clinical stage. They just, people who could not even explain what is wrong with them, but they just realize that something is actually going on and they just don't know what. And he's actually suggesting that not every single trauma that is actually affecting you in your present life are your traumas. So maybe some of them actually came to you from the past, from the previous generations, like from your grandmas, grandpas, or even earlier. Maybe, I mean, not all of us actually know what was happening all the way back there, like 100, 200 years ago and so forth. But the point is, he's actually saying some, I mean, from kind of my understanding of what he says is that that we kind of carry this baggage all along through all of those centuries, and if it was not resolved during the previous generations, like the people did not have enough like therapy, or that they didn't have enough like peace in their minds, then it kind of was transmitted further, which means to you. And if you will not kind of solve it, then it will be transmitted further on your children and the children of your children. So the author is giving a couple of examples, like people were having some weird things and they like weird thoughts in their brain, like, oh, I will die young, oh, I will like die in a fire, or you know, some other things that they can't understand where it came from. And in the end, it ended up that they were like digging back in their past and their past of their relatives, and it ended up that it is somehow related to some tragic loss, to some tragic accident which nobody was talking about. And if you're not talking about your trauma, it is actually affecting you the most. If you feel like something is wrong with your life, and if you were in the therapy and the therapist did not succeed with helping you 100%, then maybe it makes sense to look backwards and to look into your family tree and to ask yourself some questions, like, what was the destiny of this relative? What was the destiny of that relative? How did this child die in that family, for example? I read a lot of books of this kind, and to be honest, this one is just one of the best I've ever read on the topic. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Chris, and subscribe to this channel if you like the video, and I will show you more stuff that inspires me, and maybe it will also inspire you for your future success. So bye bye.